Cal said you had one of your best games ever. Do you feel the same?
Yeah, I feel like I played pretty well, fighting hard, a lot of opportunity to perform is what I think it is mostly. But I was happy with how I played. Yeah.
De'Aaron goes out. It's a 6-point game, 8 minutes left, and you guys end up blowing him out by 20. What was the conversation like in that timeout?
In that time of the game, it's just time to win. We lose De'Aaron to 5 fouls, and that's something that we're gonna have to deal with once in a while. But we still had a lot of guards, a lot of guys who could create plays and finish up the rim, play hard defense. So we just knew that it was winning time from there on out, and we just tried to push the lead as much as we could.
You guys surprised yourself with how well you shot from distance?
We shot pretty well, but I don't know. None of us really said anything. I feel like we see each other shoot the ball well every day, so we expect it. The work that we put in, I feel like we expect to reap some rewards from that.
I think the 3-point percentage was better than the free throw percentage.
I bet it was. For some reason, we're kind of up and down with the free throws, but that's something we'll continue to work on. I know these guys are really willing to keep working hard and get better in that area, so that's something that shouldn't be a problem much longer.
What got into winning Gabriel today?
What got into him?
Yeah, he seemed like he was all over the place.
He was just being himself, if you ask me. The kid fights so hard, works so hard in the post, and he's a really scrappy dude, just trying to get rebounds, do anything he can to help the team win. So, he's just a born winner, and I feel like he was just being himself today.
Cal talks about the Briscoe three that kind of closed the game out or whatnot. How do you think you guys closed the game out today?
I feel like we closed the game out by getting some stops, a few stops in a row. There's certain points in the game that it's really crucial to get defensive stops, and I feel like we did well in that time of the game late, trying to capitalize on that area. So, I feel like that was the most crucial thing. We knew we needed some stops in a row, and if we did that, there would be good things that would happen, and we did. So.
After the more comfortable when he goes to this smaller lineup that has you kind of playing a 3 or a 4.
I'm comfortable wherever he puts me. We're always together, all these guys. So anywhere we are on the floor, I feel like it's something that we can do well, something we can strive in. So when he puts me in at the 4, it's a different job that I have. I just got to make sure I rebound the ball a little bit more and really fight and get those guys away from the basket as much as possible. But I feel like it gives the team an opportunity to stretch the floor, and that's something that we've been doing well.
After the Vandy game, Coach Calipari said that he liked it that you guys could win without hitting threes. On the flip side of that, is it good that you can show that you can win hitting a bunch of threes?
Yeah, it's good to be able to win without hitting threes. It shows that we don't really depend on that. A lot of teams do, and I don't think that we're a team that really has to depend so much on the three-point line. But when you hit so many shots like that, I feel like that just gives us a wider margin, it gives us a little bit more cushion to just keep working and try to stretch the leads as much as possible. But when you're hitting threes like that, it's a little bit easier.
Any reason for all the fouls from the guards tonight?
I don't know. I don't think there's any primary reason other than just being aggressive. Our guards are really aggressive. We really focus on pressuring the basketball, not making anything easy, not allowing any passes to go through easy. So I just think it was just aggression, and sometimes it gets a little touchy. So.
Mychal, would you say it's your best game at Kentucky?
I don't know. I guess I'd have to say that, but I feel like there's so much more about my game that I could bring out. I feel like it was one of our best games collectively. Coming off that Vanderbilt win, that's something that really helped us, and I feel like we're just really growing as a team.
You guys had the trouble with foul trouble against Vandy. You had trouble today. That seems to be something that you can't win in March if it's a problem.
It did happen against Vandy and again today, and I think it's just aggression. We're pressuring the basketball, maybe a little bit too much. I think sometimes aggressiveness kind of gets confused with, you pressure the ball and then you hip check or something like that. So it's kind of hard to find that line in between. But when you do, you're playing your best defense. So I feel like that's just something we're trying to do.
Cal says as much as he likes coaching you guys, he did enjoy coaching today because he said he was fighting you guys all day.
I could see where he would feel like that. I can tell that he really does enjoy coaching us. This is a great group of guys. But when he's telling you something, he's watching the game, and you got to understand that he knows the game. He's seen it for so long, and he's just telling you because he wants you to be your best. So that's just something we got to focus on more.
Mychal, Cal said you guys are maybe a month or so away from being the kind of team that can challenge for a title. Do you feel like you have a lot of room for growth?
We absolutely have a ton of upside. I feel like we do have a lot of room for growth. We're really excited to see how much more work we can put in this small amount of time to get to be the best that we can be, and just get ready for March. So, At this point, we're just really working hard. We're always in the gym. We're always together. So I feel like we do have a lot of room for growth.
Where
Yes.
is this growth going to be in at, Michael? Do you think specifically?
I think specifically it's going to be defensive discipline. Once in a while, you play good defense for 5 minutes and then you make a mistake, and now the team has confidence. So just being able to play discipline for 40 minutes, being able to compete at a high level for 40 minutes and take no plays off, I think that's the room for growth that we really have.
And Coach Cal mentioned that with other teams attacking the four-man, it makes it sound like it's creating opportunities for you to, kind of help defensively at that spot. How you're nodding? How much do you kind of see that unfolding, at least to this point?
I agree. I feel like teams do attack the four-man a lot. It's a tough position to play because the guy's kind of an athletic big man. So I could see why they'd be attacking, but I feel like that's just something that we got to collectively work on.
What do you think you bring to it when you play the four?
I feel like I bring, again, just like the other guys, I feel like I stretch the floor pretty well. Defensively, I try to stay in front of that man as much as I can. If he tries to post me, I got fight, so I don't really accept being posted up very often. But I feel like all of us, me, Derek, Wenyan, anyone who has the opportunity to play the four at all, I feel like we just got to continue to work on moving our feet and staying in front of people, and just working on keeping our hands off and not fouling.
How much post defense have you played, prior this season?
Before the season, I've played a little bit. I played some in junior college, so I had a little bit of experience. So,
what's the key to that? Because you're giving up some size, right?
Yeah, for me, giving up the size is the key. Is to try to keep the ball away from the postman. See if I can front him as much as possible and really fight for my own position. But once he's got it, just try not to foul and play good defense, stay between him and the basket.
And one last thing for me, with all the extra time put in with Camp Cal and all that stuff, yet you guys struggled so much at the foul line today. How do you explain that?
It's funny because I feel like we're putting in more time now on free throws than we have all season. There's tons of times that we go to the gym and just everyone's got to make 10 in a row. We'll do that. We'll have 50 10 in a row before we stop shooting, and it's just something we got to continue to work on. I feel like it's something that we can improve. I feel like a lot of free throw shooting is mental, so I feel like if you step up ready to make that free throw, it'll usually go down for you. So I think that's just something we'll continue to work on, and I know we'll get better at.
Do you see Wenyan's confidence starting to grow?
Yeah, Wenyan's playing so much better. He's taking major steps forward just from the beginning of the season till now. So I'm excited to see the progression that he's having in his game.
How much can he affect the game when he's really dialed in? Just how many different ways can
he affects it tremendously. He has such a high motor, and he never stops playing. So regardless of what it is, the shot goes up, he's fighting for that rebound. He takes a shot, he's ready to rebound his own miss. Not a lot of people are like that. That's something that's really unique about him, and something I admire about him a lot. He's a fighter.
Dan talked about that motor as well. Does that kind of rub off on the rest of you guys when you see a guy playing like that?
Yeah, absolutely. When you see a guy playing with such a high energy level, so much. It's not so much about talent at that point. It's all about fight. It's all about who wants the basketball more. And you see that it's kind of infectious. You can tell that he does that because he cares so much about the team and winning. He cares about winning, and I feel like that's something that does rub off on us.
Michael, can you also talk about you? I mean, you seem to be a spark plug every night when you come off the bench. You hit a three or hit a deep shot, and the whole crowd gets into it. Talk about how aggressive you like to play, especially the first couple minutes coming off that bench.
I always just try to come off the bench aggressive, ready to play. Stay warm, stay loose. But I try to be a spark off the bench for sure. That's something every team needs, and I feel like that's something I can provide to this team. So, once in a while I'll pick up a foul off it, trying to be aggressive, box out. I got one of those today, but, I'm not so much worried about that. I'm just worried about bringing energy to the team and, providing what they need from me.
And how well did you guys shoot from downtown? I mean, 70% almost from first half. That's not bad.
Was that the number?
Yeah.
I didn't know the stat before, but I felt like we shot the ball well. We executed plays well, and then throwing the ball into Bam, he kicks it out, and there's an open three for us. So I did feel like we shot the ball well, but I feel like all the work we put in the gym, all the time we put in, that doesn't surprise me.
Coach said he doesn't want to fight with you guys the whole game. Talking about being disciplined and being empowered, did you feel like he was fighting with you guys the whole game?
This game maybe a little bit more than others. There was a little bit of a struggle trying to get people dialed in once in a while, but it's never out of disrespect. I think it's just we're on the court playing, he's there watching, so he can really see what's going on, and it happens a little bit faster for us. So, you know, that's something we'll continue to work on, is being disciplined for 40 minutes, and I feel like we'll be able to get there.